The first time I played a video game ever was my dad got me a PS3, and the PS3 was amazing. Everything about it was so cool. It played movies. I remember watching just one single movie on the PS3, and that movie was Karate Kid with James. And so I didn't have any games for the PS3. So my dad got me a game for my, what was it, my 8th birthday, I think. No, 7th. Yes, 7th birthday. And you know how people always say their first video game, it's unexpected and weird, and I am no exception, because my first video game ever was you know what? I can't. Nope. I quit. Yes, my very first video game was Sonic 06. When I first played it, I just looked at the front cover, and I'm like, who is this guy? This guy looks cool. He looks fast. Because on the cover of the game, he's running. So I'm like, oh, is this a game where you run? Do you run from things? Do you run from the castles behind him? And he's blue, and that's cool to me. That's a really cool color, literally. And so I start up the game, and it looks amazing. The graphics so cool. This was my first experience with graphics, because this was my very first video game. And like I was so impressed, because when you're a little kid, you're impressed by like just when something moves or whatever. And it was phenomenal. You can control your character, you can jump, you can run fast, you can curl up into a ball, you can do everything. So basically this game set the bar for games for me, and that was interesting. And I'm pretty sure like I didn't even get past the first level in those early years when I had this game. I just walked around the town, and I finally got to the first level, and then I died on it a lot, and I had to keep redoing it. You know when you always like restart a game when you have your first video game, you always restart it, because it's fun to replay the beginning of stuff. I remember I always did that with Super Mario Galaxy, because the opening level of that game, the starting level, the Mushroom Kingdom, it's so fun to walk around there and to see that one cutscene where Bowser just kicks the shit out of everyone. I always replayed that scene. It was awesome. And this game is no different, because this game's opening cutscene, it's Dr. Eggman. That's what I call him. People call him Robotnik, some call him Eggman. I don't really give a shit. Eggman attacks the city, or the town, and everyone's in danger. There's an actual threat in the situation, and it looks like all hope is lost. But then fucking Sonic comes in there. He's amazing. He's fast. He cracks jokes, and everything about his character is right there, and it's an awesome introduction, in my opinion. And yeah, I just thought this game, nothing can go wrong. Nothing could go wrong with this game. And so I keep playing through the, like, as I'm progressing, as I'm getting older, I'm progressing through the game even more, because I'm getting more intelligent and smarter, and I recognize more things in the levels. And then I beat Sonic's story, and I'm like, I beat the game. That's it, right? And then I realized that there's two more characters to go through. And then I'm like, man, this game's I'm gonna be playing this game for my entire life. That didn't really age well. And then as I'm pretty sure 2012, where I finally I almost beat the game. I beat Shadow's story, I beat Silver's story. I'm progressing a lot. And then the final story. I remember being so shocked at what happens in this chapter. Okay, I'm gonna have some spoilers for Sonic 06, so in case you don't want to hear something spoiled for whatever reason, skip to this time code right here. So Sonic dies. What you say? And that's really weird because he's the mascot for Sega. They can't kill their mascot. That's insane. And then the two main villains of the game form to combine into one villain named Solaris. And Solaris is basically Satan. And it's like all hope is lost. How can we come back from this? There's nothing we can do. The main character's dead. The main villain is basically as strong as God. There's nothing we can do. But then all of Sonic's friends, they come together through the power of friendship and collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds. And it's a really cool part, I think. And then it's like, oh look, we got all the Chaos Emeralds, and then they all turn yellow, and then they go up and they defeat them, and then it's like, wow, we did it. And then Sonic and Princess Elise, they blow out the flame to make sure that it never happened at all. And yeah, I think that was a really cool ending in my opinion. And then I find out about the magical world of the internet.
Take a spin, now you're in with the techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
So let me summarize my discovery on the internet about this game. People f***ing hate this game. They love to criticize the shit out of it, and being a long-time Sonic 06 player, I was like, what? Wow. I remember loving this game. I remember loving this game so much in my childhood. But there were a few problems with the game, like I noticed when I was younger, like the long loading times, the tough boss fights, like Silver the Hedgehog. That's tough. But other than that, I thought this game was a masterpiece. But there's actually a thing people agree on. One thing about this game, the soundtrack. It's pretty damn good. Like, Aquatic Bass genuinely sounds like a song from Metroid Prime. Crisis City sounds like a song from Kingdom Hearts. Like, it just has all of these awesome themes, and it proves that they can really do anything musically. So why do people hate this game? There's a bunch of bugs and glitches that people always get. It has random slowdown at times, especially in the Mach speed segments. That one part in Silver's Dusty Desert where you have to push a ball at the end of the maze, and it cost me an hour to do that when I was a little kid. The ball puzzle almost made me break my controller, and that's how much I hated that level. But still, I played through this game and I loved it for some reason. It's mainly because of pure nostalgia, but really that's what everyone has at the end of the day. But the thing is, I always see the same exact jokes when people talk about this game on the internet, like, oh, the opening cutscene looks like Final Fantasy, haha, isn't that funny, guys, huh? Isn't it funny that the characters look like Final Fantasy characters?
This is Final Fantasy right here, dude.
I mean, look at it, it looks like the Final Fantasy.
Like, come on, I get it, okay, it's pretty bad. But is this game somewhat enjoyable for the player? I would say so. I don't think it's horrendous. I think it has a few issues that could be easily fixed, but I don't think it's god awful. There's one level in this game called Kingdom Valley, and Kingdom Valley is this area Sonic's in right now, and it looks beautiful, and the music is. And the fact that this was my introduction into video gaming, it's it's quite a story to tell to people, and usually people go, "Oh, aren't you embarrassed that that such a horrendous game is your first video game?" And I'm like, no, because I liked it a lot as a child, and I still have some fun with it here and there. This game had multiplayer, and I remember playing a lot with my sister, and I would always pick silver because I could hold the other player in place with his psychokinesis, and that was that really annoyed her, and I like doing that. Plus, this game, it really does make for good content on the internet. I've seen almost every single review or like bad game review or whatever of this, and it's really fun to hear what people talk about this game, and I just like people beating the shit out of it. Honestly, I don't think it deserves a 4 out of 10. I don't think that. I think this game deserves a 6 out of 10 actually. I know some people are remaking the game for PC. Here's what I want. I want an official remake by Sega. I want them to remake this game and to tweak the story a little bit, and just fix the problems that the original game had, like shortening loading times, fixing all the glitches, and I think it could be a genuinely good game, actually. My first video game ever was Sonic 06. That is a dreaded sentence that people don't want to hear, but I love it, so shut the f*** up.